Hi guys. So I just got home. It's so cold outside. Rocco just came to say hi. Say hi, Rocco. I wanted to do something cozy today, and I wanted to do Christmas crack. I've been wanting to do it for a while now, and my boys love it. I've never made it before. Lots of recipes out there. Also, I upgraded to a better microphone. I'm hoping that, you guys can tell the difference. Yeah, so before I start dinner, because that's a whole thing, let's do something cozy. I also wanted to put the garland up in the kitchen or the dining room. I'm still trying to decide, but let's see how the day goes. So Mom, if you're watching this, I know I shouldn't be using aluminum in the oven, but I'm gonna follow the instructions that are given online, and nobody's using parchment paper. Everybody's using the aluminum because you don't want any of that butter and sugar to flow out. So let's just forgive me for using aluminum. I know it's not healthy, but for this time, I just want to follow the instructions. So next step is to spray your pan. Next, of course, are the crackers. You line the whole bottom with them. So I had to improvise a bit. I hope it works. There is a huge gap here, but not enough to put another cracker in. So I just made like a little tureen with the aluminum paper so that when I go to spread it, these are not moving around. Because see, without it, it's gonna start to move. I don't have the exact sheet that the recipe asks for. So keep your fingers crossed, this will work for me. Okay. So next we're gonna do 2 sticks of butter and 1 cup of sugar, brown sugar. So make sure you preheat your oven. I'm gonna do it on, it says 400. I think I'm gonna do 375. Okay, so in the oven, notice how I wasn't talking when I was spreading the caramel. I was so paranoid that it would harden on me and I wouldn't be able to spread it. So for toppings, I searched the whole town for these red and green M&Ms. I wanted it to be festive. I don't want to use any candy canes because that's not what the kids like. And the other thing I did was just peanuts. So in the oven for 3-4 minutes and we'll take it out. Okay, they weren't kidding when they said this stuff is gonna swim around. Okay, so just let's fix that one. We're supposed to pour on the chocolate chip and not touch it so that it melts. You know, go by eye with chocolate chip. I wanted it to be really chocolatey. So like the recipe said online, if you don't have the right tray size, it's not gonna work because everything is moving around just like they said. So this thing did not work, but we're not giving up. It's my first time making it. I think also I jumped on touching the chocolate chips too soon. Oh, look how pretty that looks. So we're putting it in the freezer actually for half an hour before we even touch it. I think because I'm making it for you guys on YouTube, I got so nervous when it wasn't spreading and it wasn't like mixing well, the chocolate. I feel like when somebody's watching me or I'm being filmed, I panic, but it's all good. It's crackers, butter, sugar, and chocolate. How wrong could it go? No matter how you do it, it's just all about putting it together. And like I said, definitely if you're watching your calories, this is not for you. 2 sticks of butter is, you're not watching your weight if you're eating that. Meant as a treat for Christmas and just to enjoy the holiday season. So I'm standing right beside the Christmas tree and he's standing here. I guess he's sound and check, and my producer, he's just making sure that I'm doing it well, right? You're sound check? You must be sound check. Anyway, Christmas crack is in the freezer. I'm going to change and start cooking dinner. It's 5 o'clock. It's getting really dark, and I'll show you when the Christmas crack is ready from the freezer. Now we should crack it. I'm going to make bigger pieces. Just it's hard to do it with one hand. So I'm thinking I don't have any at home, and usually I do, getting little baggies, like for Halloween, and then just putting them, stacking this nicely in a bag with a red bowl. Also, what I learned is without that sticky spray, that you would have never gotten this apart. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna buy, oh, look how beautifully it just comes apart. I'm going to buy beautiful little baggies and bag these up for my kids and give them as a treat. Yeah, definitely, guys, to make it more gourmet, put some beautiful peanuts on it, some pretzels. I think even it would look prettier. But for now, this was a trial run. It was my first time making it. I think it came out delicious. Definitely, this is not for non-chocoholic. If you don't like chocolate, you don't like sugar, this is definitely not for you. This is definitely for a sweet tooth person and as a treat. Yeah, so I love how it came out, and what a beautiful little thing to give out as gifts, even to coworkers, or just making little baggies for people that come over so when they leave, they have something to take home. Okay, so I don't have any little baggies because I am organized, but not today. So I'm just gonna, for viewing pleasure. So let's pretend we stack a few of these. Put a beautiful ribbon. Make a little bow. And look how pretty that is. I mean, they sell this at the store. They sell this bark at the store for like 4 pieces for $12.99, even more. How pretty would it be as a takeaway home gift? Homemade. Anything homemade, I think, is such a special gift. It shows that you took time and love and that you thought of somebody. So I think it's such a pretty little takeaway home gift. So I made some comfort food. This is my cashew ginger chicken. It is delicious. It's in one of the back videos, so I wasn't going to redo it again. I made some basmati rice with it, and ginger and garlic, and what else did I put in there? Peppers, onions, soy sauce. We had a little bit of heat in there as well, and it's just such a nice meal. on a cold winter night. We just love it. So dinner is made. I'm gonna enjoy the evening. You know, you get home at 3, do a little bit of YouTubing, filming. I made Christmas crack and cleaned up the kitchen. I'm still on like another load of dishes. And by the time you turn around, it's 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the evening, sit by my tree. I got some wood for the fire, so I'm gonna make that and just enjoy the evening. We'll do the garland tomorrow. 4 o'clock and it's almost dark. So what I've decided, I'm in the TV room here because I don't have a lot of Christmas decorations and I don't want to put the garland on this piece of furniture because I don't want it to get damaged. I would think I want to put it on this door frame going into the dining room. Again, because there's not so much decoration in this room as opposed to the other rooms. So that will be, I think, the best idea. Also, sitting on the movie couch, you have the view of the Christmas tree, and then it will be beautiful with the garland. So let's do that before it gets totally dark. So you guys know to soak your garland in, let's say, a tub, the bathtub. Put some evergreen keeper that you can get at any variety of nurseries, and that will keep it longer because then it gets really dry at home. So make sure you do that, let it dry out. Shush. I love the way it looks. I just love it. Yeah, it's not perfect, guys. It's not, open perfectly and, each branch is properly facing, but I like it that way. I will fix this one here. Okay, I think it looks perfect and natural and just like, you brought it from your backyard or the woods and you framed this beautiful doorway. So next, we need a big bow of some sort. So these are my 2 options. I can go with the silky red, even though I think it's kind of too small, not wide enough. Or I can go with this beautiful like Ralph Lauren style, which has wiring and it's a lot wider. It's gonna be more of a boom kind of bow, right? Just to play around, I got the little garland that I got at the dollar store, just to see how it would look. And no, I'm gonna put that somewhere else, but just to see how it would look here. I really wanted to do the orange, dried orange, dehydrated orange, and do a garland with that, but it didn't pan out this year. I was waiting to get a machine from somebody and that never happened. So I want to do it next year for sure. I think this house so suits it. But let's get back to the bow. So I have a few inspo pictures, and in one of them, they have red garland and all the ribbon is just on this side and on this side. but then I have something inspo, just big ribbon there. So I'm gonna try both. I just noticed that this ribbon matches this teddy bear almost identical, and that's where he sits for Christmas. So I played around with it. I made a perfect bow. I made a bigger bow, but I just feel like this no fuss, simple country style look is what suits this spot. I love how loosely I draped the ribbon. No fussing, no being perfect, no perfect swag. And I think it just looks beautiful. I could have added this rope to it, and then I have some bells. But I just love how simple, how classic. This looks like it's something that I picked up in nature, and it just looks simple and no fuss and no bells and whistles, and just a little bit of greenery with our Ralph Lauren beautiful simple bow. How classic that looks. And like I said, I made a huge bow, I made a smaller bow, I played around with it. The video would have been too long for me to show you, but this is what I ended up with, and this is what feels organic for me. And so now when we're sitting here watching TV, we can see the beautiful Christmas tree and the beautiful garland, and the smell of it. It just smells like Christmas. I just love it. It's like being in the woods. So yeah, I love this simple look. I love how it came out. And now that I see it, I definitely want to do something at the front door. Yeah, now that I see how beautiful it looks, how Christmassy, how festive, I definitely want to do a version at the front door. And even from the dining room area, we could see a little bit of the swag. And of course, the smell of fresh evergreen is just filling the air, and it's making me feel so festive, and it looks beautiful. So I think we're gonna wrap up the video here. I don't want it to be too long, and nobody has, hours to sit and watch a video. So I will save the rest for another day. We still have lots to do, lots of baking and making our granola. And now that I want to get another garland for the door, I want to do that. And then the TV room still has to be done. I want to set the table for you guys and show you how we celebrate little moments around Christmas time. So we'll see you next time. Rocco got a beautiful bow. I was taking pictures of him. Right, Rocco? You look so handsome. He's like, what's going on? So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Wow, look what we woke up to this morning. It is so quiet and peaceful. Just a car here and there trying to make its way to wherever they're going. Wow, it's definitely Christmas Wonderland. Look how pretty my local coffee spot is. Oh, look at the trees, so pretty. Look how pretty this driveway is with the trees. So pretty.